Hi everybody, welcome back to my crafty desk. My name is Sandra and I'm working on Be Sweet. So I've been doing some work off camera and I'm ready to sew the signature in. And I know I've done it, I think at least once, but I thought I would go ahead and bring you along and hang out. So let's see, I got a little bit of glue on my fingers. Anyhow, so what I've got so far is I just put a little bit of lace down in the middle of the spine there on the inside of the cover, and then I'm not going to put anything on the outside, at least as of right now. I left this tail long. I don't think I want it on the outside, but if I do, I want it to wrap all the way around, and then I can just bring it back up and tuck it up underneath where I have the signature sewed in, if that makes sense. So I figure I can always take it off if I don't want it, but it's really hard to put it back on if I do want it and I want it to wrap around the thing. Does that make sense? Okay, so I will just have to fight with that tail, if maybe. So what I want to do is I want to go through my signature here and make sure I have all my papers lined out the way I want them. I have the cover right here on the front side of this, and my everything that I'm putting inside the signature I have pulled out in the order of the pages that they go on, and I wrote it down, so hopefully between the two things I've done I won't get too lost. So what I want to do is get it sewed in and then get these things hopefully attached. A couple of them still need a little bit of work, but this is going to be, if you don't know yet, it's going to be journal number 8 in the 10 journal giveaway. So we need to get started. I'm going to start with the middle. So what I've done off camera is I've done some stenciling, finished on some stenciling, I've done some inking of the pages, some sewing, some decoupage. Let's see, what else did I do? I think that's it. I might have made a couple of things. So, I've done the washi tape on where I wanted washi tape. So that one I want right in the middle. This is going to be the center. Yep, and I think... So I'm just trying to look at it, make sure, like, do I want to do anything else that's difficult to do after it is sewed in? Things that are difficult are washi tape on the middle. So that's difficult. Sewing the pages, at least for me, is difficult. I'm adding any lace if I wanted to, which I don't think I'm doing at this time, on the edges. So, I mean, I have lace in the journal, and I'll be putting some more pieces together as I continue. What I'm talking about is like sewing it on the edges. I don't want to sew it, so I did not do that. And then I just like to go in and make sure I've got my signature together here like this. The orange page. Oh, I did some work on the orange page, so that looks horrendous probably right now. But there is a method to the madness. There's some things that are going on top of that, and I'd already, you know, messed around with it and tried to figure out where I want everything. So it'll be easy, I think, to line out once I put this together, just because of the empty spots. I did not take photos with it because the last time I did that, I realized, wait a minute, I'm using my phone. That's where I take my photos, is with my phone, and I was using my phone to video, so I couldn't do them both at the same time, you know, look at the photo and video. And I'd prefer to do the video and guess with the rest. Let's see, and I think I wanted this one right in the middle. Most of them I like to like kind of center in, just, I think there's one in here that I'm not, but if I already passed it, if I forgot, yeah, I did, I passed it. I think I forgot what I wanted to do. I always forget something, but that's okay. It all works out. I'm the only one that really knows that unless I tell on myself. And this I made an inky mess, so we're gonna do something with that page. Later, at a later date. Let me see. Let's see. Here we go. And I really like the gold on here, and then I didn't realize it. Maybe I did, because there's actually gold in this. So that was good that I was picking up on that, even if it was subconscious pickup, a subconscious pickup. Okay. All right, let's see. Got this. And here we go. Get it together. All right, now I kind of wanted to go back in because I really wanted to move one of these pages, but can I do it without wrecking everything I've already done? It is not there. It is not there. It's this one right here. I think I decided I wanted this one to go all the way to the ground. I mean to the bottom, to the ground. I wanted to drop all the way out of the book when you pick it up. There, I wanted that one to go down. There we go. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh, miracles never seem to cease. Okay, magnificent. Now, this is way so I don't know what happened here, but I have put in quite a few pages. So it's gonna be a fatty. I also didn't punch my holes yet, so I probably should do that. It's way easier to do before the signature goes in. So I think what I'm gonna do is just give this a clip really quick so that I don't forget, and then punch those little holes in. Let me grab my little doohickey. There we go. And I suppose we should go with the gold. Ouch. Right? Yeah, why not? I don't even have a closure picked out, but that's okay. That doesn't matter. It's going to be tied on the side here because it's a chunky, it's a chunker. So, and I think these are my lines I lined up. All right, perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this guy. And I'm using the, what is it called? The 3/16 inch, because that's the size of the eyelets that I'm using. So I'm going to punch it with that little punchy thingy there. And then I'm going to use, this is already set to the right thing to clamp up together. So here goes something. I was going to say nothing, but really it's something, isn't it? Let me get in here and find my little hole, getting enough away from the, let me hold this right. Hole, where's the hole? My holes don't always line up perfectly, but it's okay. We just do the best we can, right? I do need to get it on there though. I mean, if I don't get the line or the holes, if I don't get the oh my gosh, I can't talk. If I do not get the holes lined up perfectly, is anybody gonna not want it? I mean, I would still want it, I think. Yeah, of course I would. There we go. So, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get the other hole punched. You know, it's not, that thing's pretty sharp. I wonder if I could have just went all the way through. Would that line it up? I think I'm just gonna make a mad mess if I try that now, but I mean, gosh, I kind of want to now. Don't you want to see it? I want to see it. Let's see. I'm completely lined up in the hole. Nope, not yet. Wow. I feel like I'm under pressure because you're watching me. Can everybody close their eyes for a second? Good night. Get in there. Oh gosh. What's the worst that could happen? I just have a secret and we just figure out a different closure. That's all it is. I need to quit being so stressed out. Okay. Actually, my hand is not strong enough to keep holding this. Let me see. Get in there. There we go. I think. Oh, maybe if I put it through the one, that would be, who said that? Thank you. Whoops. Except it didn't work because I let go of my little clicker. My little clicker. You know, the handle, the squeezer. Let's try it. Well, whatever. Woo! Did it. Man, that was a sweat. All right. For now on, I'll just do it all together at the same time. It'll be easier, but look, it lined up. Yay, yay, yay. Oh my gosh. Now I gotta push that thing in there because this is so much Mod Podge and the envelope, the manila envelope. Is that what it's called, a manila envelope? the mailing envelope thingy. Okay, there we go. Yes, right on. I like it. And then we'll get this one in here. I got really close to the edge, so that was like a little nerve-wracking to me. Come on. Oh my gosh, it's so close to the edge. Well, it's not at the edge, so that's good. There we go. See? Whoa, barely have room to spare. Okay, so I'm just gonna give it a little pound down. So everybody, cover your ears for just a second. I just wanna make sure that these, I don't like them when they're like pokey and sharp, when they get on my fingers. There we go. Okay, one down, one more to go. Sorry for the noise. There we go, done. No more torture. All right. Oh man, I totally spaced that. I'm so glad we caught that before we went further. Okay, fantastic. And then this will go like this on here, and then that'll be, that'll be the closure right there. And see, that's what I was thinking. Like, I don't know if I want this lace to go down the edge, just because I really like, I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm losing my places. Okay. So now we're gonna get this back in here. Let me move all that stuff out of the way. And I wanna put this in here like so. Where do we want it? Take that clip off for a second. I'm gonna stick my ruler in here just to hold it down, okay? Okay. And come on. I suppose I don't want the ruler in yet. I want to make sure I get this right where I want it, in the middle. So I want to line it out as best I can to what looks good to me. And I want a little bit at the top left over and a little bit at the bottom. And I want it to be right there. Okay. Yep. That's where I want it. Well, see how it's really loaded there and it's not there. So I think I want to scooch it up a little bit more. The idea for me is just to keep all the pages inside the cover and to not have one side flush with the edge and the other side not flush. I don't care if they're a little bit, like one has a little bit more space than the other, but I don't want one to be flush and one not to be flush. I've done that before. I didn't really care for it. I feel like this page is not in the right spot because of how far it's sticking out. Oh well, too late. I've already done it. Let me just get this together here. It's fine the way it's underneath the holes. I think that's what I cared about. So now I'm going to clip these on. I'm going to use these bigger clips because I got something. I don't think my little ones are going to reach all the way down in there. And that's just to hold this still. Hold it down. I'm going to put this one in here like so. And then we will do this one. Okay. I don't know if I don't think I have two big ones here, but I have these little guys. We can put these ones. Maybe though, I think the clips will at least go down and hold it, right? Like that. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I can live with it. Okay. I think, let me see. Okay. There we go. Just throw that down. I didn't double check to make sure my papers were right side up, but nothing stood out to me when we were going through it, so we'll go with it. Let me see. And now I'm just going to do the, is it called a 3 pamphlet book stitch? Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. But two things. One is I have just embroidery floss that I'm using. This just barely, I mean, it's a little bit darker than the color, that little bit of a darker, that little bit of the orange in there, but I liked it. I think it helped pop those colors, like right here. I think it helps pop it out, but I also liked the way it looked on the inside. I think it's pretty. I think it's pretty, so I'm using it. It's the color I chose, but it's I think it's going to go through the paper easier if it's waxed. So I do have some beeswax. Just keep it in my little baggie here. So I'm just going to grab some just give it a wax. Make it a little bit more easier to work with. So I have, it's the manila envelope, and then I have Mod Podged a tissue paper on there. So I have two, so I have glue on the first part of it, and then I have the glue, the Mod Podge, which is a glue, a sealer of some sort, on the outside of it. Then I also used Fabra Tack or Fabra Fix or whatever one that happens to be, whatever brand it is, but it's the same type of glue. I use that to put the lace down and to get some more, just a little bit more, I don't know what the word is, you know, to keep the spine where we're sewing into, to keep it just a little bit more structurally sound, I guess, so to speak. I am hoping. I don't really know. I'm not an engineer. But so far so good. Okay, I'm gonna get that ready to go. Get these out of my way. Get the ruler out of my way. Okay. And then I'm just going to hold my book up like this. And I'm just gonna use this as like kind of a punch board to punch my holes into. Here's my little shorty, my little squatty all. And I know I bought that book thingy, but I don't like it. Maybe I just don't have the right kind. I think it's just too small for me. I have my hands, I'm limited on what my hands are gonna allow me to do, and I think I'm gonna go with the middle one first here. And for me, the middle is wherever I think the middle looks. And it also depends on what I have going on. Oh, sorry if my big old head's in there. It's actually, like I said before, it's an average size head. It just looks giant when it's in that camera. So, and I like to give myself a nice big fat hole because, you know, it's easier to work with. And I think I want to, so now I have to decide, because I made this pocket so big, do I want my hole to be above that and below that? Do you see what I'm saying? Or do I don't think I want it. Yeah, I mean, this isn't gonna mess with the pocket. So I sewed right here. So I feel like if I go right into that area, as long as I don't split my thread, I'm okay. And that kind of helps hold this piece in, because I've only sewed like one piece of a big pocket like that in before, and there's just too much play. I don't like it. I feel like it needs at least one, maybe both. Yeah, I'm gonna go with both. Okay, so I'm gonna go down here into the thing here, right before my threads, because that's about how far I would normally go up anyhow. But yeah, the middle, it kind of, depending on what I have laid out in my book, dictates where I'm going to put these holes. That's the only method I use. And I think I do want this inside, so we're just going to go like that. There we go. And these clips are gigantic. And then I just want to make sure my holes go all the way through that book, because like I said, it's pretty, but my aul's fat, so I did pick up this thing at the estate sale from the kitchen drawer, and I thought, wow, cool. And if I'm lucky, I'll get some of this cool rusty stuff off and sliding down into the book, because that'd be kind of fun. Okay, that went all the way through, and it didn't make my hole wider. Nice. Nice. Go through the middle. Okay, perfect. So far, so good. So good so far. Okay, and then you just go up through the bottom or the top, whichever one you want. Doesn't really matter. I do it both ways, but look, see how my hole's not right in the center? That happens to me all the time. Usually that's why I end up always putting, that's one of the reasons why I like to put the lace on the spine, is to cover that my little secret, you know? We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see when we're done to see. We'll have to see how we feel about it at the end of the road here. Go through this one. Whoa, that one's, okay, so that one's like so far off that I have to redo that because that's insane. What the heck happened? I'll tell you. Whoops. I have to check the camera. My head, I have a bun on my head. And my bun just hit it. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to bun you. Okay. Come on. See, it's only when you're on camera. I'm never off that far. I guess I can't see that anymore now. But not to worry. I mean, everything is always fixable. So far, anyways, we'll see. I must have had my cover laying down or something. I don't know. Who knows? Can I make a new hole? I don't even know. No, it still wants to go through that way, so I just don't get it. Let's see. Maybe I can, I don't know what's happening. So does that mean my whole book is going to be crooked? If so, we're going to have to just make a new cover. There, okay, there we go. It's still the same hole. Well, guess we're just going to go with it and see what happens, because I don't really know. And there's only one way to find out what works, right? Is just do it. And if you've never done this, then you know. If you have done this and you went forward, then you already know. You're probably trying to tell me, but I can't hear you. Okay. I guess we can safely say there's going to be lace on the spine or something. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh well. What can you do? I'm gonna go back in through here now. Isn't it funny? Like, I just, for whatever reason, it's like as soon as I get on camera, I don't know if it's because I'm trying to talk and explain it, or if I'm holding it different, trying to keep it in the camera. I mean, I really don't know what my problem is. So I'm going back in that hole. I'm trying to not split my threads, which I don't think I did. They look good, but so did those holes. And then I'm going to pull that through. And then I'm just going to take my, whoops, get this out. Take my needle off, and then I like to just put my needle away right away because I will lose it if I don't. Whoops. And dump everything out in the process. Because I'm not going to use that again. Oh my gosh. And they just go rolling. Stick that there, and then I'm going to put those in there. I'm just going to take these off right now because they're driving me crazy. And then, so what you want to do here is make sure your thread, you have one on either side. Let's move this book out of the way. Of the middle one right here. And then give it a nice snug tug. Okay. And then I always go, for me, I always go back here and just make sure, like, see how that's still kind of loose? Even though it's a snug tug in here, my outside is a little bit on the loosey-goosey side. So I want to pull it a little tighter. Whoops. Right there. And then pull that one out there. And then this one of these, or I don't know which one. There we go. That's the bottom, that's the top. Now let's see where we are. That one's still tighter than this one, so I want to pull that a little bit more. There we go. I think that's good enough. We're just gonna have to go with it. So I've never used the embroidery floss. Maybe I should have done 2 pieces instead of just 1. Maybe that's part of my issue. Who knows? Okay, maybe somebody does. Maybe somebody does and they'll tell me. I feel like it's pretty thin, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna leave those hanging for now. So now what I wanna do is just kind of go through my book and see how it looks. Is everybody happy in here? And I just wanna press it down. Oh, my poor little tie. I don't think it's gonna bother the book though. I mean, is it a little crooked? Maybe, I don't know. But we'll get stuff on there. You know, once it gets all stuffed, it's kind of hard to tell, right? I think. Let's see. So I pulled that through a little tight. Oh, so I went right through the doily right there. So this is something that maybe we'll put a little washi later on when we're decorating. And then that looks good. Good. Yep. Pretty darn happy. And everybody stayed pretty much where they're supposed to be. Did that madness. That's always a delight. There, that's cool. I like how that came. And then we have that, and that. I like that too. That's pretty. Okay, and I figure like it should be the same in the back, right? Otherwise it would have fallen apart. I've got some good spacing right here on this, and I've got some good spacing right there. So that part worked out good. It looks like I just didn't have my cover over, like I didn't have my book and my cover all the way. Do you see that? So I feel like I needed to have it over here just a little bit more, but it's still in there nice and tight, and that's important. So now let's get started. I think we have a little bit of time left. We can go ahead and get a little bit of the decorating put on here. I'm gonna, should I just put that on now since I know that's what I want there? Well, I want a Mod Podge of that. It doesn't have any sealer on there. I know that's gonna go like that. And now that we know about, we have a secret, we have the cover, so that is definitely gonna go around. So I'm so glad I left it long. And I think that's gonna be fine. And then see, nobody will ever know. See, there you go. I'm gonna wait to put that on then. So let's put this over here. And then, so these went backwards, and turn them over. And we'll go like this. So the first page, I know that I want this pocket right here. So this is the bag. Oh, isn't that cute? So this is the bag pocket, and this is one of the ones we made in one of our videos. And because I used the really thin scrapbooking paper, I went ahead and put a, did I stitch through the bag? No. I took this little piece, this is from a DigiKit, and I don't know which one. They had I cut it out, and then it had a, I don't know if it had like a, yeah, it has like a little frame thing. I just stitched around it just to give that paper a little bit more strength, and then I just glued it on there. And they're both very thin paper, but together they made strength. So this is what's going to go on the front here, and then this card will go in here, and I need to put the little thing on here where it's either it's going to be, whoops, the story begins, or it's going to be this book belongs to. I haven't decided yet, and I was kind of thinking about these cute little tags right here and maybe going like that, but nope, that's too much. But I don't know. So, and then do I want anything underneath this? I usually do. So I'm going to wait to put this one on. All that to say, I'm going to wait to put that one on. I'm going to stick these in here just in case, my just in case pieces. I think that's going to get lost in that bag. No, I can dump it out. So we'll just put that there for now. And then also, this is very thick, heavy duty. And I was gonna put it right here on this one, but again, I'm gonna wait. This may end up being something that goes inside one of these pockets, because you can put a tag in there, but you can also, if I cover the back of this, you can write on it, and then you can also use it as a board, like underneath. So I think that may end up over there. So now I just took the decorations away from that page that we did. So let's see, my little notebook, let me get that over here. So that was the bag, and then the crisscross pocket. So then page 6, so that'd be 1, 2, I didn't count that, 3, 4, 5, and page 6. Page 6 is the corner pocket, it's a Rita flipped, which is right here, perfect. So I did not have it inked or anything. I kind of want to ink it a little bit. I'm thinking I'm going to use the speckled egg. I think that's what's on there. That might be nice. I think I have my little daubers right here. And get that just on the inside here. But I guess I can do it over here on the camera. It's probably a little bit nicer. I'm going to move all this over, make sure I'm on camera. I don't know that I am, since I knocked it, since I bunned you earlier. grab the glue. And then I'm just going to put this here on the edge, right, like that. So I'm going to go down this side. And I'm going to take this down to right in, leaving a little bit of a white edge of the paper there. There we go. All right. We got something in the book. Yay. Okay. And then let's see. So we got that one done. And then we're going to go all the way to page 12. So that was 6, right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And this is where the bag goes. So the bag, I put a note there that says I want it to be on the middle of the page and I want it to be a side pocket. So that means I'm going to glue the top, the side, and the bottom down here. And this one I love. It's so cute. It came out, stitch it right there, and then just a few different times. I don't know if you can see that. Isn't it cute? So, and that made my bag a little bit shorter for me, which is great. I like that, but I don't have to lose any of this side for the side pocket if I don't want to. So let me just go ahead and get that glued down. And I like to glue this piece down just because it's going to be, I don't want it to be tearing up since it's very thin and flimsy paper. I'm almost wondering if I should use some, we'll come back later if, because of that thread, I might have to go and do Fabri-Tac on this, but that's all right. Okay, and then, alrighty, fantastic. Now, where do I want it? I said middle, right? So I kind of wanted it to go. I probably should know right there. I'll start on this side because I want a little bit of an edge so that I have a place to slip the card into, but I don't want it to compromise the spine. And since I sewed it a little close into this side, that changes things, doesn't it? But that's all right. Still works. Still works, I believe. It still works. Okay, get that down. And like I said, I'm probably gonna, I might have to, I don't know, it's holding. I'll come back later. Oh, I'm trying to seal this side. I don't want that side sealed. So, got that one done. Page 25. So this was page 6, right? No, this is page 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and then, oh, I didn't count this one, 25. Okay, oh, now you can see what I was doing. So this is the piece, this is that envelope window pocket. So half of an envelope that had the big window, and then I just collaged on the inside and then sealed it back up. And when I put this on here, I was just kind of looking at the different things. And see, that's the look. So I've got 2 different book pages on here, and I've got them going different ways. And then I wanted some white doily, except this is the really cheap white doily, and I don't always love it when it goes on. I feel like it gets lost. So I had some really fancier ones, and I just took pieces, because I don't have a lot of the fancy ones, so I just usually tear those apart and use them as pieces. And I think it came out pretty good. So this one is supposed to be a bag window, okay, bag, middle page, side pocket. So, same thing. And the reason why I wanted these side pockets in the middle of the pages is, 1, distributing the weight, and 2, if I want to make some tucks, but if I want them to have ruffles, I want them to start coming out, because I have a little bit of room here. So, it's going to go that way, and that way, with a pocket there and a tuck there. Here's it. So let's put this one down. And now I wanted it to be about right there. I should have paid attention to the words. That would have helped me. Oh well, I think it's fine. I think I did a good job. Yes, I feel good about it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I definitely feel good about it. There we go. There, there, and there. So there, that was page 25, right? 25. Now we're going to go to page 26, which this needs a little bit of work. So I'm doing one of these things that I don't know, I made these a while back. I really like, it was an accident make on my part with an envelope, and I had cut the side, and I thought, oh, I really like using the envelopes as the belly band. I mean, there's so many things you can do with envelopes, right? And I'm probably not the only person that's ever done it. I've never seen it. I did it by accident, and I thought, why not go with it? So what I want to do with this is, what I did is, here's the way the envelope was. And I wanted it's very thin, cheap envelope, and I also coffee dyed it, which made it even more, you know, whatever. And then I inked it, which then, you know, so on and so forth. So I just flipped those pages over, and I'm going to glue those together because I don't need those. Actually, I could just glue the whole thing down, couldn't I? And that'd really give it some structure here. So let's just do that. Just do that, and do that. I think I'm doing this right. Oh my gosh. It's okay. I have like a bazillion more envelopes if I don't do this right. Okay. All right. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to worry about that right there. This is going to hold that together. So then this, what I want to do is I want to put this, this will be the belly band right here inside the envelope underneath this, and this will hold that together. Does that make sense? And then I'm going to glue down the this part and this part and the back of the envelope, just the back. And then that way, I don't have anything here to use, do I, that's small enough. But what I want to do is I want to make this the pocket, but I want it to be able to come through, see right there? I want it to be able to come all the way through. So this is a large pocket, and it gives a little bit more color against that orange, and it can go all the way to the back where the pocket is. Does that make sense? Where it ends. So I'm going to glue this piece down. I'm going to glue it to the envelope here, you know, here to keep this together. And then I'm going to glue this piece right here, leaving right in between this paper. You'll see when we do it. This is, I got to do a little bit of work on this before we can finish that one, but that's, I got the envelope glued down, so that's good, and that's good, and then I'll get that attached in a moment. But let's move on from that one, see what else we can get in here, because I think we're just about out of time here. Envelope belly band, I did that, but I still have work to do on it. And then 38 and 39 are the middle, and that's where we should be next. So nothing else there, nothing there. And this, oh, I sewed this right here. So this is just already a little tuck spot. And then this is the middle. And then we'll put stuff in here, and then it goes through this page. So same thing, sewed that side. There's nothing there, nothing there. And then I did have stuff on these, but I took it off. I thought I really liked just that. I think that's nice. I think there's a page in here that's just white, and I think it's nice just to have a variety. It gives you something to, you know, decorate too. So there's that, and then this one, this is the other belly band. So I do have to do a little bit of work to that one. And then this one right here, we've already taken care of this. I'm getting my little stuff mixed up. I should just stick it there so I don't forget what I'm doing. And then I did this. So this is a pocket that I made with a time card. I used time card. I had it in my stash forever, and then I just, same thing as the other one, I just did some collaging in the spots where I know I want this to go. But see, I actually had something else that was going to go here, not this. So I have an empty spot there. And I also made this. So I thought I could always take that there, and I can just take it off to the edge and do that. And then I have a pocket. I think I like that. So I have a pocket, and then what was I going to do with this one? Same as page 26, I'll say. So that means it was going to be sealed down and around. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. Let's do this. We're going to go around, down and around. And then even if I don't end up doing ruffles, because like I said, I think this thing's going to be fatter than I anticipated, I can always like slide in stationery or whatever. But let's see where we want this. We want it up there a tiny bit, and I've got some of that pretty lace right there. I don't think there's really any. Like I said, I'm using something different than what I started off with, so I think it doesn't really matter where it lands. All right, and I think that's gonna take, I might have to go back in there with, this is pretty heavy duty, so I might have to go back in there with the Frabertac, I can't talk. I don't know, yeah, I think so. I'm gonna just put a little bit in there right now. Why wait? Let's just get messy. All right. And then I've got to run to the store and get some stuff for dinner and whatnot. So I think as soon as I get this down, we will call it a video. And then when I get back and I'll pick back up where I'm at, I'll bring you along. Let's get working on this. Maybe we can even get those belly bands done, even though it's a little bit of a to-do. Not much. Not much. Famous last words. Not much. Okay, I think that's gonna be fine. Let's do that. And then I want to get this little piece down just like that. It'll cover that up and kind of tie it together. Yeah. Down further, up higher, up higher. I want to see the corner. Well, I want to see the corner. So let's just pack this one in full of glue. Why not? Glue's cheap. I'm just kidding. That's the gold of our craft, isn't it? It's the glue. I was just talking to my friend Cindy on the phone last night, and we were talking about different things. I was like, you know, yeah, of course you have to have money to go thrifting and estate selling and shopping and, you know, whatever to get the stuff to make these. Or you don't have to go shopping. There's a lot of things you can get for free, but I like to thrift. But the one thing that you absolutely need is glue, and glue is so expensive. And you think we would, or not we, me? You think I would not be so, like, I don't know, frivolous with it, I guess. There we go. But I want it to stay, dang it. All right, so there you go. I gotta run, I gotta do some chores or not some chores, some errands and do some things, and then I'm gonna come back. I wanna get this part finished today, or tomorrow, or between the two. So I will bring you along on the next video, and I will see you later. Bye, friends.